Sometimes one sentence said poorly can affect all the other perfect days that you've had. Sometimes when you're saying something, you're not meaning it to come off a certain way, or the word choice you choose to use is horrible, right? And in those moments, what's best is to repair. Apologizing is important even when you don't mean harm. Apologizing for how your tone was, apologizing for the word you used, apologizing for, your approach sometimes can strengthen relationships because it helps to create trust. It helps to create that there's a give and take in a relationship and that both people are equally important and their views are equally important. And this is really important when it comes to children. So imagine you are a mom who just snapped. You just snapped on your kid, and I'm not saying overly abusive, but you just probably said some choice words that you yourself didn't want to say. I didn't want to say those. Step one, apologize. Just say, I am sorry. That is not my intention. I didn't intend for my words to come out that way. I didn't intend to use that tone with you. Let them know it's not their fault that you got overwhelmed, you got overstimulated, and you couldn't control your emotions in that time. Make sure that they understand that you understand that their response should have been better, that they deserved a calmer response and you just went a little bit too left. Make sure you ask your child, how did that feel? How do you feel? Once you find out how they feel, you hear their emotions and you're showing empathy, making sure that you understand where they're coming from. Let them know what you plan to do differently next time. When you explain the steps that you're going to take to hold yourself accountable, it helps your child to begin to understand how to manage their own emotions. It helps them build trust. It helps them build their own ability to resolve conflict when you are not in the room. So putting it all together, it could look like this. Kid has been jumping off the couch. You said stop. This is like the fifth jump. Now I don't know why we get to the fifth jump, but we got to the fifth jump. They've jumped, they've broken your vase, and now you're just over it. I'm frustrated. You've been overstimulating me all day. So you just lash out. Again, how this would work out is you lash out, you realize you went too far. You tell your kid, I'm sorry. I'm overstimulated. This was a bit much for me. I did tell you to stop, but my reaction was not warranted. How do you feel? Are you okay? Did I hurt your feelings? And let them explain. Once they explain, say, next time that I'm feeling overstimulated and overwhelmed and I'm asking you to stop, I will take a breather before I talk and make sure I use the proper word to talk to you about why what you did was wrong. It does sound simple when we're in the moment right now. And I know it's harder when you're in the field. So I raised four. I know, trust and believe. But the goal is to change patterns. The goal is to cycle break. So in order to do that, you have to practice these skills daily, consistently. And then from year over year, you'll start to see the difference in the way that you parent.